big early moment at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Deflected for a corner. Away to Spurs. Lloris comes, doesn't get there, and turns round with a sigh of relief. Make their breakthrough here. Oh, maybe they should have done. Coming in on the might all be involved here, although Son is going to take it on himself.
He wants the corner, he thinks it's deflected.
And Lucas Moura. Son lines it up. Oh! It's found its way in, and Tottenham start the season. Son Heung-min, who's certainly staying here. It was a kickback here for Bergwijn. He's in for number 2, but he doesn't get it. Thoughtfully to Cancelo. Well, that was very well worked, and a real fight to the finish here. Unless Son can find the back of the net again. He's got his corner this time. He was denied one in the first half. You can get out of a situation like this. And Kevin De Bruyne very nearly producing a moment of that kind of class. Could not have had a better start. It is a hoodoo ground for Manchester City, make no mistake about that. Oh, no flag. James to put it on a plate for Lukaku. He scores his first Chelsea goal. He couldn't miss it. And it's taken less than 15 minutes. They have a new hero, the missing piece in the jigsaw. That's what Tuchel. Lukaku comes to Mount. It comes to James. 2-0 Chelsea. He made the first one, and he scored the second. Chelsea take them. Oh, and if Smith Rowe had got a decent touch on that, that might have been the next goal.
It would. He was in an offside position, but it was Jorginho.
Straight away. Just touched away from Lukaku. Had a Saka. It's a fair way out to try the shot, but it was worth trying. Roof will come off if Arsenal score here. And that's as close as they come. Rob Holding. Lukaku! And Leno turns it onto the bar. Wonderful reflexes from the Arsenal goalkeeper. Started. There'll be a lot of fuss now that the game's finished with his performance. There's been an eye on him.
Alexander-Arnold has made a run through the middle. It's Elliott! And it flashes wide. And that demonstrates the... James in towards Havertz! It's a brilliant header from Kai Havertz, who loops it over Alisson, and it's Chelsea who make an explosive start.
When I first see this corner, I think it's...
And feeds Mason Mount, and right across the face. And off the woodwork, and it's off the line by James twice, but was it with a hand?
I thought it was.
Out Mo Salah as he steps up for the challenge here. The calmest man in the building. He delivers 1-1. Salah, beautiful ball round, and it's Jota with a header over. What a delivery. These rivals for the crown, but Thomas Tuchel will be delighted with the defensive display that has earned his... City 3 waiting in the middle for the cross, which is delivered by Jesus. It's tantalising, and it's in. And it's Ilkay Gundogan, who scored more goals than any Manchester City player in the Premier League last season. And he gets his first of this campaign, and it's the first time really that Manchester City have gone forward.
The City giving a back post from number 8, our captain.
Bernardo So Silva with a flat one, it's gone all the way through and it's in. It's Ferran Torres, it's shambolic defending by Arsenal, and it's 2-0 to Manchester City.
Well, if the pressure wasn't on before this game, it's certainly on now.
Number 21.
Absolutely no pressure.
The last place really to come and try things out, but Edison almost made the mistake and almost paid the price. Clear enough, Gundogan can then play it down towards him. That was a firm challenge by Xhaka, who went in with both feet. Here's Grealish, blue shirts are flooding forward. Still Grealish, pulls it back, 3-0. Gabriel Jesus helps himself. That was a fantastic goal that was made look so easy by Manchester City. And a tap-in at the end of it all for Gabriel Jesus, 3-0.
Yeah, it's a lovely goal by City. Just totally exploited the numbers that.
Jesus, Ferran Torres, Rodri, brilliant. Super goal, so patient, so precise. And then Rodri thumped it into the back of the Arsenal net for 4-0.
Yeah, and this will stand this, because at one stage I thought
Torres, Sterling, good save. Mahrez over there with Tierney, swings it in for Torres, number 5. And the second goal today for the young Spanish international Ferran Torres, who's filling in as the Manchester City number 9 and scoring goals as well.
Yeah, and it's yet another in-swinging Riyad Mahrez.
It's 2 out of 2 for the champions at the Etihad. No Ronaldo, no Kane, but no problem. They've scored 10 goals in 2 matches.
Go for one here.
He ignored the pass.
Also trying to get there, and get there he does! And what a goal that would have been. On the stretch, and so too was U's set piece, and they have done. Thiago Silva. In the midst of the crush in the middle, the veteran got the touch. Cross in front of him. Comes back for Alonso. Well, it could so easily have been 2. It might be coming. Conte decides to have a go. It's deflected, and it's, when your luck's in, it's 2-0 Chelsea. He wasn't really brought on to do that, but he has made a difference. A massive deflection. Lloris could only watch and hope that it hit the inside. Nearly got done by another one. It was Thiago Silva again. Rudiger for Lukaku. That's the ball he's been waiting for. Loose ball. Werner. And that's Rudiger, and they've got 3. And it's Tony Rudiger who runs to the Chelsea fans in that far corner. It does not flatter Chelsea. They've torn Tottenham apart in the second half. Propped up with the third. Thomas Tuchel changed it at half-time very successfully. 13 points now.
By Tierney, Aubameyang, and down goes Lloris. Flags up. Wouldn't have counted. Saka teasing Reguilon, and in goes Smith Rowe, and the Gunners fire first. With Ødegaard, and he set it back for Thomas Partey, and Lloris was clawing it out. Aubameyang. Lloris was flying. Ødegaard. Smith Rowe, who's got acreage to run into here, Smith Rowe. And support from Aubameyang! Arsenal have their boot on the Tottenham throat! ferocious counter. Kane came sliding in, Saka kept going, and Arsenal lead Spurs 3-0. This place is flying. This is pinch me, I'm dreaming territory for Arsenal folk. 3-0, barely half an... Son without swing, Harry Kane is close.
Oh, that's a great chance for him. That's a
Back by Emerson Royale. Harry Kane, good save Ramsdale, chased up by Son, away by Tomiyasu. Perpetual, and Kane could be in here. Harry Kane has dipped it wide. Down, and Lucas Moura is treating him. And Son has dashed in and grabbed one back for Tottenham. Almost in slow motion, insofar as the game for 1 or 2 had partially stopped. It may be Lucas Moura. Oh, he's hit the woodwork. What a hand. And Ramsdale deflected it with Mikel Arteta is pumped. And Arsenal are flying like they've rarely flown.
Opens up for Grealish. Didn't quite get the curl.
right
Saw the
angle.
gap.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite get it to bend round. Gets it onto his left foot, hits it low. It's blocked by Jesus, who's trying to turn and squeeze the shot in, and he scores. Gabriel Jesus for Manchester City, whose dominance pays off at the start of the second half. It's Chelsea 0, Manchester City 1.
Yeah, and it's well deserved. Dominated play.
Grealish just narrowly wide.
Save, I think.
Just got a fingertip to it, man. Kovacic on the run with the shot, deflected, brilliant block. Ruben Dias, who's so important to Manchester City. Foden leaves it for De Bruyne. It's a good ball in. It was Laporte coming in, and he couldn't quite hit the target.
Great ball.
It's a major statement from the champions. A big win in a big game, proving they remain the team that they all have.
De Bruyne coming in. Gabriel Jesus had gone to the centre of the goal, leaving a space behind. Tip into Jota. Nice turn. Great shot too. And Salah trying to be in the right place at the right time. Trying to explode on the scene as Salah can. And Mane. Great chance for Liverpool. They've clicked into gear. Salah to Mane. Fist pumps from Klopp, and joy for the majority inside Anfield. And those Manchester City periods of domination might not. Gabriel Jesus making great progress, and Phil Foden is in and scores. 1-1. He's done it again to Liverpool. Has a real taste for this fixture. He's done it again. Mo Salah. Still Salah. Oh! Take your hat off to Mo Salah. That's majestic. Out of absolutely nothing. He's restored Liverpool's lead. And Pep Guardiola reflects. Phil Foden again. To tee up Walker. De Bruyne! 2-2. Another sublime goal, and the mood changes from negative to positive for Manchester City, and Pep Guardiola in particular, and Kevin De Bruyne in particular. Drifting it in, and the goalkeeper's not there. Fabinho, open goal, but it wasn't open for long enough.
Rodri.
Mutual admiration between the two, and this match will only enhance that. But Pep Guardiola got himself in a lather and a yellow. Firmino, Salah coming central. And he's played Naby Keita in here, and Liverpool do take their early chance. Well, he's rolled it in and rolled out a booster here for the away team. A shot by Rashford, who's a very good record in this fixture, particularly in this state here between Shaw and Maguire. Alexander-Arnold, and it's too easy. Diogo Jota. A tap-in. It's Manchester United 0, Liverpool 2. They're 2 down at home again. Now Shaw. The line went up here, and it's not too far away. Here, Jota, Salah. Break from Naby Keita, Salah! He keeps on going. Liverpool keep on scoring. And Mo Salah is the man again. He scores for a 10th appearance in a row. 10 out of 10 for the Egyptian king.
Onto the pitch on a Saturday by Magic.
Jota. Salah. Wow. It is absolute mayhem for Manchester United, and Liverpool are cashing in on every chance. Mo Salah gets his second. Liverpool get the fourth. Henderson. What a pass that is for Mo Salah. Is this going to be the hat-trick? It certainly is. It's 5, inside 5 minutes of the second half. Only Dirk Kuyt has got a Liverpool hat-trick in the Premier League against Manchester United. Focusing, and he scores in Ronaldo fashion. They're not going to... Too quickly. Not a good challenge by Pogba. And here's Alexander-Arnold trying to create some more, and but for David De Gea, which was a top save. It would have... And a free header for McTominay. Off the bar from Cavani, was it? Who was going in, Ronaldo as well. Manchester United were terrible. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will have all the questions to answer now, and maybe some from... Lucas Moura with a flip ball forward to Son, who's controlled it and not converted it. And the header just loops wide. Cavani thought, and I think also a mini siege maybe from Manchester United. Ronaldo pulling away behind. Davis, brilliant! Cristiano Ronaldo in super style. Ben Davis underneath the ball. Ronaldo right on the ball, and the goal that Manchester United so badly need. The goal that... A bit of craft here, and something maybe individually special. Lo Celso, the ball sat up there. Lloris was off his line, but now Cavani's played in and scores the second for Manchester United. Spurs look to the assistant again, but that could be the insurance goal. So he's picked them. Son to get it back, but here is Rashford. Is it going to be 3? Well, he's put it in the net. We look across at an assistant who's had to make some calls today, but Marcus Rashford has put it beyond doubt for Manchester United.
Well, he was right on the edge of offside, Marcus Rashford. I thought he had gone early.
A crucial victory for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at a time when his job has been hanging in the balance.
What a cross from Kyle Walker.
Now Cancelo. Oh, an own goal. Eric Bailly felt he had to go for it with catastrophic results. And the first goal of the derby, an own goal in favour of Manchester City. Shaw crosses. Ronaldo volleys. Brilliant volley. And it flew out. It'll come for Gabriel Jesus, who must score but doesn't. De Bruyne finds a shot again. De Gea turns it aside. A real snapshot from the Belgian. Cancelo. It's an awkward ball. And it's ended up in the back of the net. Bernardo Silva's poked it home from right by the post, and it is 2-0. And David De Gea, who's stopped Foden, can he finish? He lines it up, and he doesn't. He's normally pretty faultless on that left. Manchester City follow Liverpool in winning at Old Trafford. They're 6 points ahead of United now.
It's Mane in for the spell, and Ramsdale somehow reaches up to deny it. On up here, and Salah denied again by Ramsdale.
Unbelievable goalkeeping.
Here's Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's another stop. No wonder he's smiling. Alexander-Arnold's kick. Mane! And this time he hits the spot.
Well, it was always a perfect position for Trent Alexander-Arnold. And there's no point.
Here's Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's broken free, and he tried to place it and gets it the wrong side of the post. Tavares emerging with it, but then giving it away to Diogo Jota. So cool! 2-0! It was the error from Tavares that set him up, but Jota takes full advantage.
Well, we always have that debate when you're playing against this Liverpool team. If you want to play out from the back,
Lines it up, and Ramsdale does enough again to deny Diogo Jota. With a header on, Mane's through, Salah's waiting on it, Salah delivers! He just had to! The Mane-Salah combination comes up with the goods again.
he's happy now.
Salah, Alexander-Arnold pulls it round across, a volley introduction, only just on, and Takumi Minamino helps himself to a goal, a fourth for Liverpool.
What a substitution.
Back on the winning track. Jurgen Klopp's front three all helping themselves to goals against Arsenal.
Maybe this is why Hudson-Odoi. Well, Werner was waiting for a tap-in, but you can't blame Hudson. Back to Rudiger. Winds up for the shot, and it thuds against the bar. De Gea was beaten, and then the flag goes up forward. And a mistake by Jorginho. And Jadon Sancho scores on the ultimate counter-attack for Manchester United.
Well, that's a tough one to bring down for Jorginho. It's a really poor touch, takes the chance. And it's just whether he'll make that pass to Rashford. He just hesitates slightly. But he just convicts.
Now is a shot for Chelsea. Pontiatic Solis, given it. And here he goes at a vital time against Manchester United. And he does the job. And it's 1-1 at Stamford Bridge, going into the last quarter of the game. Werner, can he reach it?
Ødegaard with the delivery, little flick header and a crucial touch right in front of the line for Rashford. It's 6-yard box. United able to repel it easily. And De Gea is down hurt. It's rifled into the net by Emil Smith-Rowe. And now the referee's got a decision to make. Clearly when the shot came in, De Gea was already down, stricken, had the whistle gone.
Well, does
the collision with David De Gea is... Fred, here's a chance! Bruno Fernandes celebrates his 100th Manchester United game by ending his longest goal drought for the club. They're back on level terms, the pressure is finally paid. It's one of... No shortage of Arsenal players there to attack it. What a save from De Gea. Strong right fist to it to get it away. That's outstanding. Create the room for Aubameyang. Rashford playing it in. There it is. Few, if any, more renowned. None more prolific. Ronaldo hits 800. Will Weser in that for 2-2. Looking for an equaliser for 2-2 here. It might come now. It does. Martinelli with the setup. Odegaard with the finish. A near immediate response from Arsenal. What a game this is.
Well, again, I think
Sancho. Fred going down. Referee again had a look. Let's play. Never in doubt. .800 becomes 801 in the blink of an eye. Manchester United's deflection on the ball in to Scuff. And it's an outstanding save, albeit that the offside flag is a worthy addition to the canon. This a night of drama.
Cheers. Alexander-Arnold again, and he can use his left foot. We saw that stray pass, but that was a super. And Dombele for Kane, he's in again. This time he scores in characteristic Harry Kane fashion from previous seasons. But boy, he needed that one in this season. And so too against Liverpool did Tottenham Hotspur. They lead after 13 minutes. Others arriving too, like Dele Alli, who's put it wide. But can't get there. Nearly got to Jota. It gets to Robertson. Jota here, 1-1. His 10th Premier League goal of the season. It's his back and his way. And Salah coming in. And it's a goal. It's Robertson with the header. Numbers in the box for Liverpool, who have 50 goals in the Premier League. Harry Winks and behind Keita. Can Son get there first? He has done. It's 2-2. This time they snaffle the chance. What a game. What a game. Here's a Kane for Son! And Alisson is there again, but the offside flag, which of course is, dare I say, to all lovers of the game. And something for both sides.
Sterling. Oh, Ramsdale was nowhere. And Ruben Dias has reason to rue one. Martinelli's up ahead of him. Lacazette's through the middle. Kieran Tierney. Bukayo Saka! Arsenal ahead! It's a headline start to 2022. Bukayo Saka launches the new year. And does so in Gunner's style. Saka for Martinelli. It's Gabriel Martinelli. Plancelli keeps on driving and rolls it across the face tantalisingly. Xhaka stood his ground. Bernardo Silva was willing to go over him. And Morez fires it in, and the champions are level. Amid massive Arsenal disgruntlement. Arsenal, having been a goal up, now find themselves all square. Lifted up towards Rodri, hit by Laporte and squeezed in by Rodri. And City have snatched it in stoppage time, and that is what champions do. Crestfallen, Arsenal's players in bits. To some extent, trauma. Certainly that is what Arsenal feel, having given so much.
Right, another mistake here, and Mane's been short of goals, gets one. Well, a catastrophe at both ends, but Liverpool have cashed in on Chelsea's mistake, and Sadio Mane is back on the ground, which has served him well in the past, and it's Chelsea 0, Liverpool 1 in the 9th. And Salah, good first touch, acceleration, brilliant finish. Back at the bridge, scoring as a Liverpool player here for the first time to take his tally of goals in England to 150, including 2 for Chelsea all those years ago. Sublime.
Martin, honestly, the atmosphere in this...
Alonso goes by the direct route. Like Kelleher. Oh, brilliant from Mateo Kovacic. They have got one back before half-time. They say their midfield players never score, but he scored one here. And probably wasn't his ball to win. On by Conte. Pulisic. He's got this one. Bedlam at the bridge. Back. And it rolls wide in the end from Mason Mount.
He's in Salah, and Salah's had a hit, and Mendy was scrambling spectacularly. City's game, regardless of a goalless second half, it was throughout tantalising.
Grealish with a chance, a big chance! It's wide. Kepa got a piece of that. It's a wonderful save by the Chelsea goal. He has gone to whip it, and it was spotted well by Kepa. Yeah. Sterling takes on Sarr, just misses the far post with Foden running in as well. A nice ball, rides the challenge of N'Golo Kante, takes the shot. Oh, brilliant! Absolutely superb! Kevin De Bruyne with a wonderful goal for Manchester City. Carried it forward, picked his spot, picked out the corner. And the Premier League leaders, the defending Premier League champions, lead Chelsea 1-0. He's got support as well. It's Phil Foden off target. The initial little run and burst from Raheem. Points surely insurmountable for Chelsea. The champions are unbeatable at the moment and are cruising to...
Kulusevski making that point.
Yeah,
penalty. Halfway through the first half, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. He does go the other way. And Harry Kane delivers in the derby yet again.
The parts of this game. What is he doing? What is he doing?
Is off. What is drama here? And the goal is given no flag. Of course it's Kane round the back after it was flicked on, and the absence of that centre-back clear for all to see, and for Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal in this situation. Here's Kane. Is he pulled down? And Son puts it in. And Spurs celebrate a third goal. Within 75 seconds of the start of the second half. Well, we wondered if it would be a bit conservative. Certainly not. And Ramsdale makes the save. It would have been Emerson's goal. Came round the back to make it more embarrassing. He has a go, and Dale has to produce the acrobatics to stop the hat-trick. They've upped their chances. They've stopped Arsenal from sealing that lucrative spot this evening. 1 point the gap now. Here's Ziyech. Hudson-Odoi trying to sneak in at the back post. Hudson-Odoi prepared to do that. Ziyech onto the left foot. No surprise in that. And no surprise in that. He is a player with a wand of a left foot. And he has made that shot unsavable.
It's brilliant from Ziyech. Pulse is stuck.
Mount and Ziyech has another go. Went for power this time, and Lloris was able to reach it. Lukaku to muscle his way into position. Goes in instead towards Thiago Silva. Another goal for a defender for Chelsea. And they have started the second half like a house on fire. And pushed away.
Swung in the corner, almost fell to Lukaku, did for Alonso, and it's deflected behind. That's Christensen, but it's fallen short. It set up possibilities here for Eddie Nketiah. It's a gift, and Arsenal take it. Was put on a plate for him by Andreas Christensen. Well won back by Ruben Loftus-Cheek. This is Werner, and it took a deflection on its way through, and it's found its way all the way through. Timo Werner has another goal to celebrate, and Chelsea are level.
Well, you know what they say, if you don't buy a ticket...
And yet, after all that, they could make an impact at the other end. It's Ødegaard, and the shot from Smith Rowe is in! Emil Smith Rowe, who got Arsenal's winner here last season, has them back in front. Werner allowing Mason Mount to take over, and he curls one in, and Chelsea are level again. It's the captain, Cesar Azpilicueta, who's dragged them back into it.
Well, another goal.
And it's Nketiah with a shot. That's just wide of the mark. Tavares. Nketiah, lovely turn, and it's fallen for him again, and it's in. Eddie Nketiah gives Chelsea a taste of what they missed out. Bukayo Saka waiting in the middle. He was in a battle with Azpilicueta, and the decision goes against the Chelsea captain. Joy from the penalty spot for Bukayo Saka to set the seal on a memorable Arsenal victory that's going to make sure they are in the shake-up for the top four this season. In their battle to finish in the top four, Mikel Arteta's side riding through the blows twice. It's a great ball through from Kane. It's Son who's in on goal, and he lays it off. And what a start to the career of Dejan Kulusevski. His first start for the club, and in the 4th minute here, he scores at the home of the champions. Well, Manchester... Hello. He's weaved away through brilliantly. But it was only lacking in the finish as he weaved. Gundogan tries to turn and gets his shot away. So close. Sterling with the ball in. De Bruyne tries to get there. Gundogan does. after their good start breached by the City response, and İlkay Gündoğan scores against Tottenham. Now Son, options in the middle, Kane! It's incredible! The man Manchester City desired has come back to haunt them!
We've got a real game now, the first time Tottenham get off the pitch.
Gündoğan hits one! And Lloris makes up for his earlier error. Deflection on its way through to Harry Kane, and Kane goes for goal again and scores again! It's an all the way across to Bernardo Silva. They're appealing for handball. Huge appeal from the players and from Guard. The pressure's on. He's up to the task. It's a really convincing penalty by Riyad Mahrez. Manchester City are off the hook.
What a penalty it really was.
That disallowed effort. And the cross in, Kane! Oh! Can you truly believe this? Sometimes football really is stranger than fiction.
Football, bloody hell!
Opened up the title race. They've blown a chill wind through Manchester City, who twice came from behind.
Alexander-Arnold and Van Dijk, and pummeled away by Ramsdale. Slid through here for Sadio Mane, who finishes with style, but will glance over and see a flag. Thiago, beautifully rolled through here for Diogo Jota. Oh, what a goal. Who's rifled it in? He has found space where there seemed none at Ramsdale's near post. And got it back. And Robertson can raid for Liverpool. Firmino with finesse and style. What a delicious little touch. How smart is that guy? Liverpool 2 to the good. Granit Xhaka. Gabriel Martinelli has missed by a whisker. It's just 1 point now that separates Liverpool from the champions. And De Bruyne! Inside 5 minutes. Wearing the captain's armband, making a captain's contribution. And the derby is off and running for Manchester City early on. Anjo here. He knows this ground well and scores in this ground. The former Manchester City youngster scores for Manchester United. And there have been plenty of signs that that was on the cards.
Well, I think they deserved it. They've played damn well this first 20 minutes, Manchester United. Even when they've got a goal down, they've
Here is Foden. And the follow-up from Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne puts it in, eventually it had to go in. He's doubled up inside the first half an hour and Manchester City have their lead back. Any one of three could have scored, but De Bruyne did. Coming towards the near post, it's over him. It's arranged for a wonderful finish from Mahrez. No one spotted that. Certainly not Manchester United. He came from very, very deep, and he could not have hit it sweeter. And there is the third goal. In the middle. Oh, what a volley from Cancelo. Traffic. Not quite down the right path with the. He's just trying to sort himself out. City come at him. He's not really set. And Mahrez is disallowed.
for De Gea's relief. The goalkeeper's in trouble.
Yeah, he gets up. David De Gea, he goes down off the back of that kick.
Fred turning it round to Ronaldo. Oh, it's spectacular! That's exactly what they brought him back for. Ronaldo spells quality. And off the line. And the strike from Højbjerg. Past him. And it's a penalty. Big moment for Harry Kane. Kane levels! And you can't say they haven't deserved it with the way that they've responded to conceding first. Kane. Sancho, Ronaldo! You can't keep him down for long. He's determined to have the final say. Who finds Kulusevski and Son. And the effort that's wide.
Oh, it's a good chance. The game had
Sorted pretty quickly. Here's Son. And Reguilon pulls it across. Oh, it's gone in. It's an own goal off Maguire. Manchester United, architects of their own downfall. They've been inviting pressure upon themselves. And the break has occurred. And again, Cristiano Ronaldo denied the hat-trick by Lloris, palming it away. And it's swung in. Ronaldo! It just had to be him, didn't it? First hat-trick since his Manchester United return. Only his second ever for the club. Incoming at Manchester United. The day that he became FIFA recognised.
They've got runners over Manchester United. Cut apart here. Salah for Diaz. All too simple for the team that's aiming to be top of the league tonight. Well to find a pass to Mane, in for Salah, superb, Liverpool at their very best, and Mo Salah is back on the goal trail again. The great touch by Matip in the heart of that. 2-0.
Look, let's be clear, this
Right here. Accuracy at a time of need, strange to say, just drifting away from Liverpool, not by far, but the Martin Atkinson, Jota, here's Salah, and here is number 4 with the deftest of touches. He picked this game to get his goal-scoring touch back. And that scoring touch in itself was absolutely delightful. 5 at Old Trafford. First time since the start of October. 2 points clear, played 1 game more, yes. City get their turn tomorrow, yes.
Big saves, that was huge. De Bruyne, deflection, goal! Kevin De Bruyne penetrates promptly, and the champions strike first on. Bounces towards Andy Robertson, Alexander-Arnold, Jota, one each. Well, that has not taken long. And they promise here, the big boys, to serve us up a sizzler. Around Alexander-Arnold, Kevin De Bruyne! Centimetres. Yeah, as João Cancelo has rippled the netting from the outside via a deflection. It is a corner. Cancelo. And Jesus has scored! Simplicity itself! Liverpool are stunned here. By the sheer plainness of the goal. In by Foden, Laporte! Oh, what a save! What a save from Alisson against the post and behind. Salah. He's rolled it into the path of Sadio Mane! 2-2! A red blur at the start of the second half! Raheem Sterling! City are in front for a third time! Riyad Mahrez! And Alisson was scrambling. That glance is no less tight. It is 1 point. It is still 1 point. Twice City led.
Crossing which was missed by Varane, missed by both of the defenders, and Saka, what a save! But then it's into the back of the net, and Arsenal had the lead early on. Nuno Tavares it was arriving to put it in the back of the net. It looked like the hair had done the job, but Arsenal ahead early, vitally.
Yeah, and he's onside.
Odegaard again, he knows where our pass is, and the ball is in the net for Nketiah. The flag down. Another very good penalty. 2-0 to the Gunners. And Manchester United in deep, deep trouble again here. Sancho again. Matic with a lovely ball in, and Ronaldo has his 100th Premier League goal to put Manchester United back in business at the end of what has been such a traumatic week for him.
What's a goal from him as well.
Standing so far, El Neni, and I wasn't quite sure where that was ending up, didn't take the chance. Time. Brazilian trying his luck, and it was on target as well. Ramsdale needed to make the save, and that's panic from Cedric. Tomane couldn't quite get there. And Matic, and the referee's pointing to the spot. He fails to do it. Lindelof played it in. Fernandes knocked it on, and Ronaldo puts it in, but the flag goes straight up. Will be looked at it. Ronaldo, he's got a bit of space to work in here as well. Dallo with a wonderful chance, tipped onto the post, and it goes away. Ramsdale, great save. They're claiming a handball here, Arsenal. Referee doesn't give that. Xhaka for Bridge! Oh, what about that? Granit Xhaka! Massive goal! 3-1 to the Gunners! Humiliating as it was at Liverpool, not this time. It might even have been a different story had Bruno Fernandes put in a penalty when it was...
Right-hand side, which Sessegnon heads back towards his own goal, and Lloris just able to beat Salah to it. Lloris stays on his line. Virgil van Dijk hits the bar. Here's Højbjerg. He can shoot! Hits the outside of the post as well. Some passage of play. Excellent control by Kane. Might open up for Kane. Plays it into Sessegnon. Here's the chance for Tottenham. It's steered in by Son. Tottenham Hotspur make the breakthrough at Anfield. And how big a goal might that be in their quest to finish in the Champions League places? It may well have a serious effect on the title race and the quadruple. Diaz. Deflected and in! What an important goal for Liverpool, and it's scored by a man who's made such an impact. A handshake between the managers, lots of respect between the pair of them. It's a point that takes Liverpool top and a point that takes Spurs nearer to...
James making his way forward in support, stinging the palms of David De Gea.
That's why he's better in that position, because
James inevitably played in. Time for him to fire it in. Havertz helping it on, and there's the goal. Beautifully taken by Alonso. The only surprise that it's taken Chelsea an hour to break through. A night of dominance, wave after wave. Matic. And here's an immediate chance for a response. Quite beautifully into the net by Cristiano Ronaldo. A lead that lasted barely 2 minutes. There is the response. And again, it is out. It's clever. It's James. Inches away. Sweet strike with his less favoured left. Top four finish now beyond fragile. Well, they did find a way back after Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea took the lead through Marcus.